se mamu na makwa ba Gam TV jimedi ya tundi abrabo so na ene edwo onim se edwo da dusi ya na efimu aye dedede na ene ye wonsem bebreka ye wonsem impensim mu e wo honom na answer na meto asma menka asembi ncho so matade na hye me no se ye ofemi boa eye anti Suzy stuffing on a day sa entuma we say ema me o se menka ncho se ne niema no watete so ebo no da fom kra se wo pe bi atu akoton anasa wo pe ba akope apama hye ama yabo yensem ama wa wodi wani che ne honma obenya bi ato ebo ni nyina eda fom na wo se menka wo se eye unity for ama ne ho kwan se skama ne eye kofie no ono so enye bi entu ko ne honma simape na efifo ensa aka sika no edi asomdwe abefie umpe na apeden ye to dwumadi ne so na ene unim meka bibiri akiro me wo awuraba bi wa ha sei na oba Amsterdam South East or a councillor e wo hon me Amsterdam South East district e wo hon na say the post ni kra no emu ede pa eso oye young girl ma me fa ne sa oye young lady na so ba bia wakọ adru no na so ono na ese me ne discuss sa asem we say if we say ya research bi ehun say eye Amsterdam ha say no yen ye krom for Ghana for e wa ha say no say e ma no etimi sua de ekọ animu ekọ university ese e me ma no na ye dwen wa ye nti ase ono so eye young lady ya ono so sua de ekọ animu no me pese me dis asem we say epem lebo na ansa na e be kọ sa asem no so no me pese ono akasa e kire ye nipa ban a oye baby wa sha ase free ye eni baby e wadru na waka asem na etimi aye eye motivation ama young girls no eni young guys na almost e hwe yin sisi ya no na eni obi a say eye oba pa Ama Carr mini aba e ma wakwa aba na Obama binim se bebre fra o say Ama Carr ma me fa nko fom kakra why any Ama Carr
okay, okay, so Ama Carr me amini. That idea this money Ama Carr me amini. Me just a young girl, my woman me by her at a very young age. Me go school or more because you're gonna elementary school, and now me call me high school in the me call me so I think say my parents of course I'm by her almost sacrifice your mama life because I'm by her na be almost go school and kind almost my year or mama say come we eduma you be can petty jobs yeah my papa mama yes na be ya or more no or many bright future and I think say me kasa me come almost Ghana for my friend papa mama ba na sa na mo peno e mo mba nti me ba ha no me call school and from elementary school me call me high school me call Amsterdam South and I think say no name dia e boa kakra because hono me na manya about for like me call school na tuntum for endorsement kakra endorsement okra nti tema na me call high school no always me buy me bia Delma na mate Amsterdam South East na mate and me be share young group Ghanaians be no mo so mabo mo ho ano like it say ye bibi ema ye ma me for ni papa for no nti ye sha se kakra na ye kenkan mo letters ye every Sunday dia you put that time in high school your band meeting I was one of the youngest among all of them
because we need to no I go say you my Ghana no na I catch ni ba ko pa wo efie our cool school enti mantem won munya letter ba na ya kofre da ba ya ba de say letter no ekoyi na say ekoyi ni amo ma ke di sara mo ye wa hase ye letter ni ekoyi
that yeah near for on the sika mine near for your musuka mine so I think we did that for a very long time and from there no I became very active in the society me meetings youth we na me die nim so I think say hono na me create my own awareness like be almost was like or me dey cause be en family home me dey cause be because that would be sorry but I think say I chose not to do that. I chose everything what was going on I will be aware, follow the news and all of those things and that's what I was doing and from there no many another group would be near Chempaladia because there was that time Nana we had a lot of black schools. It was a Ghana foreign school, we had your special school, and also too much. So like I don't know, yeah, take us now. You were higher education and your background. Young ones now from the elementary school, for the basic school, I don't say. Now young church or Madia. So that's what we're doing. And I did that. Actually, I did that for how many? I stopped recently 2012 when the started.
Really?
And it was voluntarily and I did that for so
but no this so to one man na adwene ne say ade na wo ye no ye mo sika bia di wo mu na wo de ye we say but wo nim say etu ho che we tu ho esi o say wo de ye aboa Ghana from one Saddam Hussein.
And I am going to make like near Ghana from yes, I see a near also by the end of the year car near 5-6 young Ghanaians and we did it for over 10 years.
Wow. Because the brainer so much as na we be brainer be bridge I mean so be because abuchira say no be tia wo nan ka wo be bibia iska enti on jai iska na wo kopɛ no ma me yes me ko bodu a be ko na jade ba ho so ko place
exactly o bi ba enyo no pra na yes ade be na ya wo ye pra those
na mi sha wa te say mu nya sa o do say mu ye wesem na e si ho no no say we ye counselor
yes
I was South Coast me ye sure say 150 prekope ena wo so kwetena ho no say me a counselor e kan be so na wo fa ya to kubra ho sa because we tuntum ni say e ja brofo na for the one now the you come say then I
we come say okay like I said anyone the way I'm here active in the maybe Southeast one I'm at no and cooking meetings na face me apart from Nkolani Choma the name is John group of young I say a board for the youth na you advise council some war at that time no and see from one of now say me committee say na no dey kakra
I say more advice councillors no more
about the youth policies
okay
that time na me nya council
okay na say omo e be shemra
about youth now I don't more consult
mo wo Ghana na say wo hwe me a me ne sure say wo ye politician na wo Ghana wo hwe sa ade we see online me ka trust wo hu de wa butra say se omo ye emra bi afa eye youth for no omo wo kroni mu a omo consult youth for no ma hwe o hawa omo wo ansa no mo gina so e de ahye mra no busa ho so ye politician a wote Ghana no sa na mo ye omo dwen youth no ho because omo say youth no need future leaders to ma dwen omo ho ni sa wo hwe mi sesi ya me ba cho ye so bi mo bi kire we wa kama oso enu nti so betimi a chiro e ko parliament won ma now they are back to Germany about to us.
It was a good idea. Yeah, it is, and I think it's from the whole time. Say one day somebody asked me like, "I'm going to talk politics." I was like, "Politics?" Then he said, "Nyako crying number one." Young girl, they didn't have corporate. I was like, "No." I can't have in a million tweeties. I was like,
Then you were very young.
I was very young, but when I entered, I was 23.
Whoa.
When I entered into politics, and I was like, it took me a few years to think about what to do, and the person was really forcing, like you should do. I created some law for politics. I had to follow politics, so I was going to their meetings when they were in the old building, you know, and looking at snap. I was like, I was like, I was like, but at the end, I think it's 2006. That's when. They're all my parents. They were my parents, so back home, my parents like, no, I can't wait to say on to politics. And when they meet now, Kasai, say sometimes in Yankopon, they know my funny person. And see, I should think about it. And I think I gave it a try. And then I here, and then
you counseling. You see, a shambara with you. Mesha say me ka counselor manchiro. Say ye shambara, na ka ye Ghana na ko wa, mashi be dwafi. Parliament house on the I has to work at home. Yes, Shemra with him. In his ocean, one side of my saying, that's the Shem Rebinasa and Fivawa. Okay, Obama. She said, what can be very afar? Say, we say, Adiana, me, yes, you say, oh, Fanyama be brave.
Oh, yes.
What kind of year? We can say, hey, and obey you when you be house. Ya kind of good side. You fair moon. And me per se, which make me be kitwi e wo homa because e be obi show sesi ya wonam bibi mu no da bia me kan wa babo TV show yi obi asem safoa etimi bi obi asem pono e bi oye young girl wo sha braba ase wonam bibi no esi ne kwan but ohun kwan a won fa so e bi asade no na mu ne bi na wo fa mu a wo timi overcome a wo duru be wo duru enti no de wo fa mu a na eye den e ma wo no but so no you motivated yourself and I overcome it enti no we become bibi afa
the journey of coming here has not been a smooth journey and kind of I say it's like even going to school a hard school system no bibi or hobby kakra. They understand what I'm saying? Yeah, and to say England and America, India, Ubia, where your mind cry, university you can enter. It's a long process and it's a long and we hear motivation from the house. So that's all have your own strong will.
Yeah.
Perseverance. Exactly. Yeah. If something knock me down, I'm sorry because I said time I'm free. Back in elementary school.
Yeah.
Maybe I call me high school. The teacher will catch me. Sit to score me. You know. HSM meet me half failure. But teacher me catch me. Say because of me and that you better say if you make up half of failure school grade. Me go be a man for school because they be not falling.
Yeah.
And we are at school.
Guy you need I can't say be not falling.
You know, in this anybody ni ane bu wa bem one sheni ya obi can be research our office our score just waiting me no be catch us baby our free ban in say e ha na so I think I'm near people but I think say all the time you should be prayerful. You should know what you want, and I think that is the most important thing in life. So if you know what you want now, you have to be ready to sacrifice for it, because a lot of the youth today, you can't have it both, and that is what who say youth is taking them off track.
Yeah.
Because over say every day they are would you any our cafe would you now pursue south and now getting high degree any you have to choose one.
And I've been forecast say your friends say any back won't me for any minute too.
Exactly. And no, I mean when I say and sometimes it's peer pressure. Because and down before obia ye bia because me say me kai obia ko I mean to me ma me like bia me ko dia like go bia ntina me wo bebrebe no mundi agro fie and Sunday one we young I won't see
say your friends also na fuku dia agro also try say Abrona mo godi o hono no o pe ni ba bebe ti wa o bebe ro fie to ni na ni agro hono
was sisters in junior munya. And see, I think peer pressure anyway, but you should have a strong will. And I'm a kind of like I'm from a Christian home, always be prayerful. And I think no, that's what kept me going, because even policy home cry, it's not easy.
It's not easy.
We are to we are dying. You got now no can be like call beginning now like only 1 2 years. Because I mean can be almost. Why wouldn't come her? Yes, slogan or how I think I've always known what I wanted, and to be honest, politics was not something I knew I was even going to do. Yeah, but I'm not politics in books and but I'm like, if sometimes things are calling. So yeah, that's what for bring us money and calling. I mean, who said even
as someone you will see already they're calling you. If you still sending me, please call me.
If I don't go there,
please call me.
Don't go there. And next time. Into son, I think that if you ask Mobia, so we are singer, so you movie star, so you put your now doctor. It's all the calling, son and sometimes as parents we should motivate our children. We should help the children, because Ghana for mom, for papa for you take doctor and lawyer but there are so many things that your child can do. I mean, say the creative side we don't even want to back up so be painter and so you movie star so to him. I think Ghana is changing though, because even now the parents in the brain because me kind papa dey wife catch him say yakla no upon school no go bobola na ebo no Argentina so ko bobo. But no be a piano back because it's millions. So I mean there are so many different ways to make money. It's not only through doctor and lawyer.
So the Osikani asem si e gina sa asem na wo kan sisi ya no so. Na ye de ka asem a de dwa sisi e wo South Coast. Amya de hie. Me ne Ama Carr we counselor e wo Abamu e wo Amsterdam ha sei. Wona me ne twen komo e fa eye onu akasa na brabo ehu na asema de dwa na ye ka ho asem ene se ukọ South Coast e hon de meka South Coast o mo Amsterdam ase na Europe ase no o mu nim se e hon na Ghana fo ni bibiri na se Africans no e hon na bibiri wa ukọ eti se Africa ukọ bia Ghana fo na hot se Ghana uduru hon na se wodu Ghana nka so wa aguchi enti no o mo aze no mo hwe wo mu de me e ka wa se so hwe mo US ne Canada so se de hositi na hon na e na me kire ho no e honom no e no no e counselor e wo honom e sa district no na me ntwen komo na asema ye kan se so ko South Coast e ma no eni abre e ko school so mo baba be yi bibiti tru bi daache e na mema no so ticket make me here so nke my Ghana emu kra de nke ma no e ka echi wo school kom na me ma na di kan na nka pesa brochire ye pepa bosin free ha se se de ko bo Ghana aha mumu na me ma na beti aka nti wono ye raba wetimi apre akonanim akọ abamu wasa yetuntumu na me kwachi ni besi ha se me busa ne se sa asem we se research ye ho asem e ba ye no ono so de ba asem no wo ka wo ho oba ma MC aka bibiri e se ye ba ye topic ne so asem ya making why didn't you know what say?
It's a good question. If I knew that was only one cause, I think my children would be at home. No, I don't think it's one cause. I think there are so many factors that is going on. And if we are researcher, America have the same problem.
Okay.
Over here, the Moroccans, the Turkish, the Sudanese, they have the same problem. And I think we are, and I don't know, it's a approach. And I read a very interesting article there about America. It was the research was done in America about almost say the Western world, is not kind towards the black man. That's what they were saying. In the researcher said the Western world, it's based in a way say there is sympathy for the black woman, but not for the black man. That's why in America all of the black men are going to jail. And I think that I don't really think that you can let statistics predict your future. I think say okay, but I think say sometimes so I'm bringing a county kakra.
And it's
yes, because sometimes okay, in the Ghana culture, in the New York, but especially the Moroccanese way, in Burma no more freedom.
Yeah.
Same ban. What ban because you show the pregnancy, but you share ban so. Saying so. And sometimes I think sometimes in the house we forget as parents that I don't copy of parents and we forget that the fact is so many pieces and interest and you may be on my and most of the time it got to do with money issues and competition because why in Tin and Bearman in school it's all got to be content. They are falling off track because of money. They are in competition with themselves, especially as parents. When you discuss the money issues, they be kind of like, oh, you could sit down organic. Well, in Kolani, you have copy that way, Almost free. That is the most materialistic in your money. Is the most important things in life. Into I don't maybe on here and also competition be them. And all the young boys will be up a fast car, some up a in your money boarding, Gucci. And research we are one said I'm also say. Most of the young men are the prison or coming in contact with the police or more criminal record. Most of them have mental issues.
Okay.
Mental isn't just but some of them are even depressed.
Okay. Not
knowing. And I think that most of the time in the Ghanaian community we overlook all of those things because of depression and then sometimes psychiatric help but sometimes it's very helpful.
Yes, CNG and to move. Sikana yeba see a peno. And one into all spend it. Meanwhile, so Otuya singer phones. Into all spend it just 1 hour. They are hospital. Me a going to Shimu. They say the one that you want to baby. Then you all go. But spend so far. Singer phones near.
You have to make use of it. And sometimes my things are, especially Ghanaians, we have been through a lot. Parents need your or baha or Jani Baufi or Sanko Fakolane Baha. You can't be money of parents. Suddenly, your mom collaborate trauma. I'm not a psychiatrist, I'm not a shrink. But and your man, I've read and I've seen, said it's true, it does have effect on children. And in Kolane Baha, all of a sudden, from the comfort place or trust where you never number in a whole new place, and we don't take time and attention to address those issues with the children. Into your Bob Tomwa is like what's going on, and and then they find their own way. And sometimes and so don't forget that you are taking them out of a strict place because Ghana won't say you're strict, then bring them to freedom. All of those things need to look at what is the main cause, but there is not a main cause. There are so many factors and issues going on. Because I don't know, that one I don't know.
Okay, yeah, fact, parental, we say care no fee because mama no ni papa no mo sorry a. Say we could you pay bi aba. Nti o mo ma no e ofie no. ena ahase so yentian kura se de yekrum Ghana no yetian kura because me
at them they be me to say I don't agree. Say yentian kura will mean like beating.
Yeah.
No, but is that a tian kura?
Can we be clear? Catch me. Because me picking from the layman's view.
Yeah, I know.
Because you say you know, the end say yentian kura.
It's not true. I'm always saying when you know better, you do better. Yeah. And I think it got to do with in Ghana, no, the way now we're brought up, say it was part of our system, it was part of our life, which is okay. I don't condemn. But it's a no. So about work running chess out here, over. I'm not going to be brave in Africa who refuse say about phone bomb moment which is not true.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm from Diago. I know some people be brave at Tiamo. I think that a clock open be brave after your own strategy.
What's when you crack such a program in this room?
Maybe I'm going to make my meeting in the year say me and major because I know said I'll be in big trouble. And to be honest with you, I can tell say me papa and some camera or more me that. But me have them show papa more say me mama. Because me papa we more silent treatment. They are me yarn say papa me nkasa. You understand? So sometimes I'm like what me have hey I never boa kola too much. I made after na insure dey. Akola so dey insure dey na fa very dangerous. So there are so many ways so obeying kola me say me chira kola dey no. There are so many ways I bet me ati akola dey akola no your papa no oji free ni sama o heti akola be more than so obebo. You understand? So and am the cassette I don't believe that. And sometimes it starts from a very young tender age. And I carry your mom before papa which is true. I don't blame them because I mean baby so can you blame them? You can't blame them.
Can be blame now. When you obi etifi air show CCA or say obey you wakasa. Na minya kameye se wono enye se opese oye te se wu baba bia wodru no wonyanka wodu eho no nsa ati oni me bia fa ne de o fa mu obi e show sisie ya me be se wo hwe me kan mu na wotu ne fo.
Good evening viewers. Kakra me kan say how you way at say we see wa dwum say oba ha so betina. I think so this happened to see what dream one. Then you who as a second class citizen. Because who as a second class citizen in India, the workers the echo should be a family. Because me some in you come papa and my members are so 20 30
or my 40
exactly. In see I think say no na see the see dream. So what dey no see what dream say me kroni e hania obey ni. So guys waba when you fear uko bi fear na e oto jacket ato for maybe and foul but wa wo fear de obema so nti sa na se ye kuro ye dia e den kra omoka so mo mpeye wo ha omo ye de mo de mbrasa en ba wo ye ne omo ana etini ti se wo mu de wa de ne tan ne ba o tiri mu dia now finding a goal in life ye wo pair bi men ka se bi Ama Carr ye politician to so ye politician se wo ye de wo pe de wo ye de woni je nti say politics and when you I think so you should go for it. Say and young to know when you should go for it. Acting and when you should go for it. Say design and when you should go for it. Everything when you I made sure you to say stay focused. Make choices in life. You can't have your cake and eat it. You can't enjoy life and also suffer and go to school. You believe me, enjoyment it will come. I'm not against it, but they make kind of say you should make choices in life sometimes. And parents also the message say me pacho. Muya muntie the mombana kana mone momban kasa because I think most of the time the biggest problem in the Ghanaian upbringing on the Ghanaian homes is communication. We don't communicate with each other, and not even alone with the children. Even parents no cry and sometimes they don't communicate. Exactly. Translate. Yes, and I think that even sometimes I have to cross and collab better living room. The moment so money or papa or mammy, kasa, fekeke, Sunny Maniniano, encouraging the in Colano. To the message and say communication is the key. So, open the air how back because I know baby I got from my friend Papa and Casa, and I saw ya only problem. But in Colano be so a problem. As a woman, you be no catching, or you be no catching, and see only back Casa. oh, yeah, advising me from the streets, but who as a mother, you know what is best for your child. So now, advising the few have. To the message say, yen see our dream say, Kruhan, yet naha, ye the best we can to shine. We are going to bright as Ghanaians, ye buy, you see a betina. Ye decide me see a tumor, you say, you be a
bassy a betina. Mammy Musa and Train Chatlo. Inti, we are president of it.
President of where? Of here and
I say, that's it. I had out here, and I have now parliament to be without. You're my president to have it.
Minister president.
Minister president.
Say, I had the own say your minister president. I know your meeting. Be anywhere in your meeting. Miss him and your meeting. They make another next 4 years. Ocean come back. You never got a baby to the show. You do not travel, right? Oh, Mama. But that's still a break. Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me. I mean, bro, from the other 2 months, now I have a year to that's so friend. When I make sure I say me feel so bad. Now, I'm repeating messing up, bro, because and send me on my SC account once. And what you start, oh, so I we into messing up for near come once. Why? I mean, sure. Oh, my, this year, and Penny said that I could see any pity. I gone so ye then no, na dey say yin krasi free. Aha na ye di dwumedie no ebesi na mama nka asem bi enchiro. O mata de na hye me no. We de mama nka nwie because ono na aso masene. Anti Suzy stuff on de ma me. Wase me nka nchiro so open to me to akoton a for ni kire ne honom. Wo ba ebo no eda form boko. Enche na ebedi bronya. Ebusuafo atwen wo fie. Agentuma no de ahwe mo hafa. Sa ase na tususu na to bi gu honom ne. Wo kwa na to ba ko mi bi na de akogu honom. Ti bronya ni du a and I say, one master now, they go. No, some Sanka will say, a unity for a man who crisis come in a cofino, or not so any be. We will pa, who is kind of manner. Sima penny as any test message, the mobile for more Ghana. Omosaka, and need a whole clear to say Gam TV. Umpi up a betimicotun. And I say, and I made you median ABC. Nyame adma, now what you send no, a best near to us. So, a dinner can say and sister, with Kenya Branty, Papa Papa Waka. I take a question, Nana. Mamunitia, Adeshi.